Hello, hello. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, first of all, I just want to extend a very special welcome to everyone joining us. I realize that you have taken time out of your really busy schedule to be here, and we truly appreciate it. Okay, so just some quick housekeeping items. Please make sure that you are in a quiet, focused area. Also, make sure that you have a pen and paper handy because we're going to talk about a lot of stuff and we're on a time crunch. So I'm going to go pretty fast and I want to make sure that you can get all the info that is possible. So a little bit about myself. If you do not know me, my name is Jenna Reiser. I live here in Eagle Mountain, Utah. And 4 years ago, I was a brand new mom, stressed out, full-time working, and I felt like I had lost control of everything in life. I don't know about you, but when you're a new parent, there's all the things, right? And to top it off, our daughter had a heart defect, and that just kind of threw everything else for a loop because I knew that it had to be my mission to make sure that she stayed healthy. Because if for some reason Tinley was to fall below the wellness line, she had a much higher risk of being in urgent care and things like that. So over the last couple of years, I have dug in, I have researched, I have learned things, I have, linked arms with some amazing, amazing other parents, and I've learned quite a few tips and tricks. And now we are very healthy. I mean, do we still get sick? Yeah. I mean, that's real life, right? But life is a lot more peaceful. And so that's kind of what the class is all about tonight, is how to create more peaceful environments so it's not as stressful. All right. And that's honestly what brings me here today. I can't keep those tips a secret, right? Like if you know something that works really well for you, you're going to tell your friends, right? It's just wrong if you don't. All right. So today we're going to talk about the big stressors in parenting. From my 4 years of research, it seems to be lack of sleep for babies and for us, allergies, food, skin, all that kind of stuff, and kids always getting sick, right? Like you go to that play date, you're done. Am I right? Yeah. So now you all know I'm not perfect, like I said, but I am extremely solution oriented, and Young Living has blessed my family more ways than I can count. Most of you on this class are already on our Young Living team, and you know what Young Living is. However, if you do not know what Young Living is, it is a 25-year-old debt-free company currently doing business in over 20 countries. Just a few would be like Oman, Japan, Australia, Singapore, and they're opening up all over the world. Yeah, it's insane how much it's growing. But it was founded by Gary Young, who is an amazing, amazing man, and he's a farmer at heart, which I absolutely love. He had broken his back and was paralyzed when he was in his 20s, and he found the oils to help support with pain and recovery. He actually later in life enjoyed marathons and jousting as a hobby. I mean, hello, paralyzed to jousting, like obviously he's onto something, right? He and his wife, Mary, they actually met later in life, and they used the oils to help deliver their first baby at the age of 54. Yeah, I said that right, 54. And her second at the age of 58. So pretty cool. It's a family-run business creating more peace in homes every single day. So Young Living is the world leader in therapeutic-grade essential oils. We're the only company that has the seed to seal promise. Oils are like everywhere, right? I mean, you can get them at Walmart. Don't do that. But if you go to www.seedtoseal.com, do your own research. But it's, for me, with having a heart kiddo, it's the only company that I really, truly trust, because I'll be honest, like trust but verify, right? To put in and on my babies and my family. And friends don't let friends buy yuck oils from places, like I said, Whole Foods, Walmart, Amazon. Don't do Amazon. You never know where it's coming from. So, all right, so now that you know what Young Living is, let's talk about those three key things that I was discussing. I encourage you to kind of take a little bit of a mind shift. We live in a society that attacks symptoms, right? Like, hey, take this pill, try this cream. If you're a breastfeeding mom, stop eating everything, right? It's insane. But none of these things address the actual underlying issue, right? They're just a Band-Aid that covers up a symptom for a little while, and then you feel like you're just going around and around in a hamster wheel, and you can never get ahead. Does anyone in your family have issues with sleep? I know mine really, really did. So sleep is one of the most important things for you. If you're having issues in any area of life, first ask yourself, are you getting sleep? Without sleep, the body can't mend itself. That is when we rejuvenate. Adults should be getting at least 7 hours of sleep, at least 7 hours of sleep, right? And kids, depending on their age, range from like 10 to even 14. So many factors can cause you not to sleep, right? So before taking like that sleeping pill, ask yourself the question of like, I'm a big ask why, right? So how much screen time do you get 1 to 2 hours before bed? The blue light that comes off of our screens from our phones, iPads, Kindles, TVs, it triggers something in your brain that makes you think it's daytime, right? Like it gets night, your body shuts down, you start to. But if you're getting that blue light all the time, it's going to trick your brain into not producing melatonin, which is in turn going to make you not fall asleep, right? Another question, do you have a nighttime routine that calms your mind and your body from the craziness of the day? We are constantly going. Your kids are constantly developing and learning. So they are doing the exact same thing, right? Their brains are going, going, going. They need to have a routine that just calms them down and lets them know, okay, it's all right for my body to take a break now. And another question, do you eat really late? Your digestive system has to work hard, right? And you're going to have a harder time falling asleep if you have a very full, heavy stomach, or at least staying asleep throughout the night. So a nightly routine has honestly been one of the biggest game changers in my household. Here are just a few of the things that I've kind of learned along the way. Experimentation is always a part of oiling, right? What works for some may not work for others. We are so used to a prescriptive society where we're told, which one, how many, how often, and it doesn't always work that way, friends. Each of us have a unique body chemistry and an emotional state, and we have a unique oily need. Right? Isn't that kind of weird? But if you are giving up after one night of trying an oil for sleep, you're like, I put lavender on my feet and it didn't work. Come on. Really? You're not taking your health into your own hands if it's like a one try and it didn't work. Like, that's not how life works. If something's worth achieving, it's going to take time, right? So this is about empowerment. And that honestly is where my heart is with holding classes like this, with being somebody that leads you on this team, is I want to empower you. I want to empower you to figure it out. What works best for you, right? Because what works for you may not work for me, and what works for me may not work for you, but we can work together to empower you to figure out what that is so you can achieve what you really, really want. Whether it's sleep, digestive health, respiratory health, immune support, which we will talk about tonight, you're the boss. Isn't that cool? I kind of love it. And you have to slow down, pay attention, and listen to your body and figure out what really, truly works best. Right. So use your oils all the different ways: internally, topically, aromatically. That's in your diffuser, right? My friend Heather, she says that she gets amazing sleep when she does Copa Eva. That's the one that's in your starter kit that has a weird name that nobody knows how to pronounce, right? So Copa Eva and lavender, she puts that together in a vegetable capsule and she takes it internally. Both of those are vitality oil. They're completely FDA approved, safe to ingest. So you know that you're consuming a safe product. She also loves to rub relaxation massage oil. Young Living has massage oils that aren't like the little bottles, but they're like a legit massage oil. They're awesome. Those of you married people on here, they have one called Sensation too. That's awesome too. And she also uses cedarwood all over her feet and in the diffuser. Okay, so some of the best basics for sleep that are in your starter kit, because many of you have your starter kit, would be the Copa Eva Vitality, lavender, like we just talked about, stress away. Stress away is Jet's favorite. Frankincense is amazing for calming the mind. And combine them into your diffuser, apply them on your feet, on your neck, to the crown of your head. Take a drop of Copa Eva under your tongue. Sometimes when I'm about to lose my mommy, you know what? A drop of frankincense and Copa Eva under my tongue can switch my mood like that, which later in the month we will do. I'm calling it Bring the Joy. And it's basically, if you struggle with things like anxiety, depression, you're very quick to anger. That's something I really struggled with. A couple of solutions that I found for those types of things. By the way, lavender was not a sleepy oil for me at first. It didn't do much. Like, yeah, it calmed me, it chilled me out, I guess, but it didn't knock me out. Now, peace and calming, on the other hand, knocks me out like no one's business. I love peace and calming. So yeah, okay, I got my notes here. So the next oil you need to get if sleep is a wellness goal would be cedarwood. This oil helps the brain stimulate the production of melatonin. Remember, we were talking about if you have lots of screen time. And as you get older, melatonin just kind of naturally depletes in your body. So using cedarwood actually helps your body produce the natural melatonin that it needs. For me, it shuts down all of that overthinking and it helps me unwind. It's really high in sesquiterpenes. Okay, if you're my very sciencey person, go Google that. It's pretty awesome. They actually delete the bad info in your cells, and it makes it better, right? It's a great value. It's only $12 for one of those big bottles. I have Clarity next to me, but like this big bottle that has like 300 drops in it. It's only $12. What? I paid like $50 for this stuff. It's magic. For the cedarwood, Clarity too, but okay. So my kids love oils like Peace and Calming, lavender, Sleepy Eyes, which is in the kids line, Stress Away, orange, cedarwood in the diffuser. If they're over 1, or if they're like, great with their hands, then let them help you. I mean, Jet loves it when I like take the diffuser thing off and I let them open it, put it in like when they're incorporated in it, then they do so much better, or they are more up to actually using it. Jet is my, oh goodness, how old is he now? 20-month-old? He's my 20-month-old, my full oily baby. I had oils all through my pregnancy. That kid has never had a medication touch his body, internally or topically. Hallelujah, Jesus. It's awesome. But his favorites are Stress Away in white angelica on the back of his neck. It just really calms him and helps him sleep. If you are already using oils on your family every single night and still not getting good sleep, I encourage you to dig deeper. Okay, remember, it's all about empowerment. You take charge of your own health. So dig deeper. If your babies aren't sleeping, it's usually 3 things: teeth, tummy, or ears. Seriously, like touch those 3 bases and you will probably solve your problem. Okay. So my go-to routine is orange and copaiba on the gums. Jet was cutting his last tooth and just having a horrible time sleeping. And I put just a little bit of orange on my finger and a little bit of copaiba and rubbed it right along that where the tooth was coming through. And then of course I do white angelica on his back. And we'll talk about what I do around the ears in just a second. But he slept great. He did awesome that night. So I do copaiba and orange on his gums. Digize on the tummy, that came in your starter kit, and on his feet also, and then Melrose and cedarwood around the ears. And guys, we do this every single night. Cover all of your bases, and 9 times out of 10 you're good to go. So it's all about preventative, in all honesty. If your kid's already sick, you're gonna have to hit it really, really hard. Like, it's not, for me, like when we first really got started, we still kind of got sick often, and I kept doing the routine. And now if we get sick, it's maybe 24 hours. Like, I mean, we can kick it quick because our bodies have been given the support to do what it needs to do. Your oil isn't curing your cold. Does that make sense? The oil is supporting your body so it can do what it needs to do, which I just think is so awesome. So allergies. Allergies can go into a few categories: food, skin, and seasonal. Many times when your child is allergic, it's something like a food, or if your child is allergic to something like a food, it has to do with their gut, obviously. So try adding in Mighty Pro to their daily routine. My 1-year-old Jet, he took half of a packet daily, starting it when I started giving him food. I mean, it's like this little powder, and it tastes like a pixie stick, and they love it. And it's a pro and prebiotic, which helps the little tummy stay happy. And especially if your child has had a lot of antibiotics, we are in the age of give your kid antibiotics like crazy. And guys, when you take 1 round of antibiotics, it takes your stomach over 7 years to build up the bacteria back in your stomach that it needs. That's huge. 7 years from one round of antibiotics. Tinley was on several rounds of antibiotics when she was in the hospital with all of her heart surgeries. Her gut was literally shot. So that's something I have focused on very hard, is to rebuild her gut flora so that she doesn't get sick, because majority of your immune system is in your gut. So kind of like I said, so Tinley spending time in the hospital, that's just, we hit it nonstop. Did you know that if your gut and liver are having a hard time, it'll show up on your skin? So maybe you've cut all the foods out, like the doctor said, or you're on a special formula, but your child still has all of those skin issues. On next Tuesday, we're going to talk about how to ditch toxins in your home. But if you don't have the Think Dirty app, get it today. Okay, it's Think Dirty. It's an app you can get on your phone. And start looking up your stuff, okay? Because if you've cut all the food out and your kid still has issues, it's probably something that they're exposed to topically or aromatically, which, like I said, another class, there's so much stuff on that, and we will go into great detail. So like that Desitin, that Baby Soft bath soap that you got from the store has so many chemicals. So many chemicals. And those little baby livers can't filter it out. They're still developing. They don't have the system like majority of adults do. You know how they say, oh, they'll grow out of it, right? Well, one, usually you change it as they get older, right? Or their little systems just work really, really hard and finally build up to where their liver can flush it out a little bit better. But I mean, why make it harder, right? So you're going to have things like baby acne, eczema, which if you do have anything skin related right now and you're, starting the ditching and switching process and you've looked at, foods and all of that, I really like things like frankincense, lavender, Young Living's Tender Tush Cream, animal scents. Any of those are really, really great if you're needing skin support. It's just good stuff, really, really good stuff. All right. Creating a chemical-free home is a must when it comes to things like allergies, asthma. Again, we're going to talk about more of that stuff in detail next Tuesday in our Ditch and Switch class. Jet has had Digize on his feet every single day from day one. Okay. So I knew with Tinley, I was like, all right, I'm not doing this. I don't want a kid throwing up on me all the time, because that's what Tinley did. She'd eat, immediately throw up on me. It was horrible. And so I knew, okay, I've got a tool. I've got a tool that can help support the digestive system. So with Jet, Digize went on his feet and on his tummy every single diaper change. Obviously now, he's older, running around, all that kind of stuff. So usually I try every morning and every night. Sorry to any of you that are not in the parenting stage, but let's just say we've got some good poopy diapers over here. I have lots of friends that complain about their kids being constipated. That is your body's way of getting yucky stuff out, is through the bowels. So if you and your family are not going to the bathroom at least once a day, at least, honestly, it should be 2 to 3. But if your family is not going to the bathroom regularly, the stuff is just building up in your body and it's causing problems. So Digize is something that my family gets on tummies and feet every single day. And it has been a game changer. I love it. All right. By the way, everything that I am talking about for kids works the exact same for adults. Kristen, one of my best friends, she loves to use lemon and peppermint oil in her water daily to help support her liver and to keep things eliminating. Now, if you are going to use it, if you're going to drink oils, you want to make sure you're doing it in glass, because they break down chemicals, right? So if you're putting it in plastic, it's going to break down plastic, and you don't want to consume plastic. So when it does come to seasonal changes, I know a lot of you Oklahoma friends have issues with the seasons changing. Use things like peppermint, lavender, and lemon together. They are awesome for supporting those seasonal changes. Cedarwood, if you're in Oklahoma City, is also, or just Oklahoma in general, is a great addition to add to that combo. You can diffuse it. You can put it on your, on your feet, on your wrists. You can take it internally. My sister, whenever she has a really tough day, or there's certain things that are high, she just puts a couple of drops of each in a veggie capsule and pops it, and usually she gets the support she needs. So Savvy's my sister. She has found amazing support using this combo. and she was actually able to get off all of her allergy medication. So I don't know if that would work for you or not, but for me, I feel like that's way easier and definitely worth a try, right? In all honesty, I don't have allergies anymore because I use those on such a consistent basis that my body has the support to handle it. And she's not the only one on our oily team that has had that kind of success with those 3 to 4. It's pretty good. Diffusing respiratory supporting oils like Raven, RC, eucalyptus are also great options. Now, to kind of wrap up the class, let's talk about how to not get sick, right? Because in all honesty, this time of year, that's what we want to know. How the heck do I keep my kid healthy so that we can do all the things? Both you and your babies have to know it's prevention. The key is prevention. If you are not doing something consistently every single day to support your body, you're going to get sick. So kind of think, I love this analogy. So do you only lock your door when there's a robber in the neighborhood? No, right? You protect your house daily. You make sure you take the precautionary, efforts to make sure that your house is safe and the things you care about are safe. Well, your body's the exact same way. So if you have toxic chemicals in your house, your family is getting sick often. And then we're in the winter because you're in this closed up space, right? So all the chemicals that are in your house are just constantly taxing your immune system. Everything that you touch, breathe, eat has to go through your liver. That's what your liver does. So if you are, using the Clorox and you're using, the soaps and you've got the Febreze and you've got the candles and your body is literally going, what are you doing? And it's having a really, really hard time. So your immune system is trying to flush all that out rather than actually doing what it needs to do. Again, we get into all that kind of stuff. I'm just being real here with you. So you hear so many Young Living members say, oh, we never get sick anymore, or we never go to urgent care anymore. And that's because they don't have chemicals depleting the immune system. And they use things like thieves every single day to boost their immune system. So if you have your starter kit, you have thieves, right? You should be putting that on all the time, diffusing it all the time, not just when your kid gets sick, but before they get sick, right? If you go to a play date and somebody's hacking up a lung and has snot running out of their nose, diffuse as soon as you get home and lather up your kids like crazy with things like, thieves, peppermint, all of those kinds of things every single day. So when I was teaching, I diffused thieves and peppermint every day. I was the only teacher that year that did not get the stomach bug. I don't know if it was the oils, but I didn't have chemicals in my classroom. We only use natural stuff. Jody, she puts thieves on her feet every single day before she goes to her classroom and rarely has issues with getting sick. So think about if you have kids going to school, that's something you want to make sure that you are doing. If you're a human, like for real, if you're a human or you have little humans who come in contact with humans, you need thieves. Am I getting my point across? Okay. Raven is also another one of my favorites to put on everyone's chest before going to sleep. It really supports the respiratory system, and we have fewer snoring nights, so that's a plus too, right? You finally get baby sleeping, then hubby starts snoring. Not a win-win. So we like that for that too. All right, I kind of mentioned lemon in your water earlier. Every single day, boosts your immune system, supports your liver. Again, make sure you're using glass. So you may be new to our team and you just got your starter kit, which if that's you, way to go. I am so excited. Keep it in mind that this is a starter kit, right? So it's just the beginning of where you can be when it comes to wellness. If you don't have your kit yet, you're new to this, then what are you waiting for? It makes life so much easier. I'm all about peaceful everything, right? So there is a solution to what you're going through, and you won't know if this is going to work until you try it. Just being honest. So you can get your starter kit by going to www.youngliving.com and clicking become a member. Be sure to get or to use the referral number from whoever invited you to this class. If I invited you to this class, then just reach out to me afterwards and I will shoot you over a super easy, quick link that has all the info in there, just to make sure that you are on our oily team, and that also blesses the friend who invited you that is excited about going on this journey with you. So now, my friends, if you are not on Essential Rewards, okay, you've probably heard me talk about Essential Rewards before, you need to get there ASAP. Okay, this is basically a personalized wellness box that is literally a box that just keeps on giving and giving. I'll be honest, when I first got started, I was like, Psh, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to have my little oils right here in my kit and I'll be fine. I was wrong. Once I started seeing the benefits and I started ditching and switching, it was a no-brainer. Like, it was a non-negotiable. So you can get the chemicals out of your house quickly when it comes to Essential Rewards, because this personalized wellness box is literally a box that you get to handpick what you want every single month. So you get to have it delivered straight to your home. If you're here in Utah, you can just go to Lehigh and pick it up. It supports your family's needs, and you earn free points and products every single month. So in the 3.5 years or so that I've been with Young Living doing Essential Rewards, okay, I've received over $2,000 worth of points to use on Young Living products like makeup, baby wash, soap, laundry detergent, oils, toothpaste, all of that kind of stuff. Basically, I don't go to Walmart anymore. It's great because Walmart is gross. And that $2,000 doesn't even count the close to $200 worth of free product that they give away each and every month when it comes to promos, which I get all of the promos for free every month because we've switched my whole house over. So that's just nice. It's great. So this mama loves to save money. I don't know about you, but I'm all about getting the best bang for your buck. All right, so your next step is to take action and create more peace in your home, right? We've given you some tools, we've given you some thoughts. Now get your kit if you don't have it already. Get on Essential Rewards and let's work together. Right? Let's develop a wellness plan to get you where you truly desire to be. All right, welcome to the team. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you for spending the time and letting me pour into you with something that obviously you can tell I'm very passionate about. I eat, sleep, and breathe this, and I will never, ever stop because I've seen families' lives really, truly be changed. So I love you. Thank you for being on here, and get with the person who invited you. Talk to you soon. Bye.